Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Leigh Fuge, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Sterling by Music Man Valentine. Sterling, for anyone who is unaware of the brand, are part of the Ernie Ball Music Man family. The Sterling range is Indonesian made, and it's sort of like a younger sibling to the full-fat American-made Music Man guitars. They're a great alternative for anyone who's looking for that classic Music Man look and sound, but without going into that four-figure price point. Most of the Sterling range sits below £1,000, which is great for anyone looking for a serious guitar for not a lot of money. So this isn't a sponsored video, I'm not getting paid for this video, but my friends at Ernie Ball have sent me this guitar for a couple of days to shoot some videos with. So let's have a look at what it can do. So it's quite a unique shape on the surface. It's sort of like a cross between a 335, a Telly, and a Strat kind of vibe. There's a couple of different influences that have gone into making this guitar, I think. This is the signature model for a player called James Valentine, who is the guitar player for the group Maroon 5. Now, even though Maroon 5 are predominantly a pop group, this guitar can do a lot of different things. So it's actually a really great guitar for anyone who looks for anything from like a Telly kind of twang to a humbucker punch, because it can really do all of those tones and a lot more. So the guitar itself, in this lovely vintage buttermilk color, is a Mississippi Swamp Ash body. Swamp Ash is great for those Telly sort of vibes. It's got the Telly slab style, so it's completely flat on the top, and it's sort of like the classic Telly aesthetic, you know, it's just a lump of wood with some strings on it. Like most of the guitars in the Sterling family, this is a roasted maple fretboard and a roasted maple neck. This is actually a really dark roasted maple, which looks really, really nice. It's really smooth, really silky on the hand to play. It's a 25.5-inch scale, so if you're used to playing Tellys and Strats, this will instantly feel at home. And we've got 22 narrow frets on here, so they've got that vintage worn-in vibe. The fretboard itself is a 9.5-inch radius, so for all you vintage guitar fans out there, this will definitely feel like an older guitar out of the box compared to some of the more modern 12-inch radiuses that some of the other Sterling guitars have. At the top of the headstock, we've got the classic 4x2 tuner layout, and like with most of the Sterling stuff, these are locking tuners as well. The guitar itself is actually a fixed bridge guitar. It looks like the typical Sterling tremolos, but actually it's just a hardtail with a string through body. Electronically, it's very, very simple. We've got two pickups. They look like humbuckers on the surface, But this one here is actually a single coil. If you notice the pole pieces go down diagonally, it's actually like a telly style bridge pickup, but it's in a humbucker casing. So the casing is actually hollower on the edges. You probably can't hear that too well on the video, but that's actually a hollow case because the single coil is diagonally seated in the case. And then we've got a neck humbucker. Very simple control layout. We've got a 3-way switch, which is bridge in the down position, middle is both on, and up is the neck on its own. Master tone control and master volume. And like most of the other guitars in the Sterling range, the volume pot also doubles as a push-push boost. So when it's in the down position, you're just hearing the guitar at its standard volume. Push the pot and it pops up, and now we have a 12 dB boost. The boost is an active boost, so on the rear of the guitar we've got a little battery hatch here for your 9-volt battery as well. This is a very, very comfortable guitar to play. It's even got a really nice recessed heel joint, so when you're playing right up the top of the neck, your hand really does fit around there very nicely because of the contouring and the shaping of this thing. Even though it's a slab body style, you'd expect it to be pretty heavy, but actually it's not too weighty. It's heavy enough to make you feel like you've got a real substantial guitar in your hands, but it's not super heavy that you're going to be put off from standing up with this thing. So it's all around a very, very comfortable guitar to play. So I think we should have a listen and see what this thing sounds like. So I'm plugged into the Blackstar Studio 10 6L6 today, which is mic'd with a Lewitt Audio LCT 440 condenser mic. On top of the amp, I've got the Surfy Industries Surfy Bear Classic Spring Reverb. And I'm also running a clean boost on my pedal board, which is the J-Rocket Lenny. That's just giving a little bit of a push to the amp. I'm going to start off with some clean tones, and then we'll break into some drive tones later on in the video. So I'm just going to play a bit now and move through the 3 pickup positions. Clean tone covers everything from that classic telly style twang to a nice warm rounded humbucker sound. Now you can actually give that a bit of a kick with the 12 dB boost as well, so whatever position you're playing in, you can just hit that switch and boost it like so. That boost is great for just taking it over the edge. If you're playing through a loud valve amp, you can really give the front of the amp a bit of an extra kick there. It definitely does bring it forward in the mix, and you get some quite nice, just on the verge of breakup kind of clean tones. Now I've kicked on the Analog Man King of Tone. I've got both sides of the pedal on, so we're going to hear how this thing sounds with a bit of drive. So here's all 3 positions with some overdrive. So it reacts pretty well to some overdrive. There's a lot of bite from that bridge single coil, much like if you took a telly on the bridge position and drove that through some overdrive as well, exactly the same kind of bite. And then as you go into the neck position, you get this nice, fat, classic rock tone. I really like the way they voiced the neck pickup on this thing, because even though it's a neck humbucker, you don't lose a lot of clarity. Sometimes neck pickups can be a little bit too warm and a little bit too woolly, but on this one, they seem to have voiced it just right, where you get that nice blend between the single coil and the bridge, and a crystal clear humbucker in the neck. It almost reminds me a little bit more of a P90 rather than a humbucker. So now I'm going to play a bit again and use the boost in all three positions. So this is a boosted drive sound. So that boost is really useful to get a little bit more gain out, and also just to give it a bit of a push. Could be really useful on stage if you need a lead boost. You just kick on that 12 dB boost to take your guitar over the edge and bring it forward in the mix. And the final thing we're going to look at today is the tone control range. So once again, I'm just going to play a bit with the overdrive on. I'm not going to have the boost on for this, and I'm just going to roll the tone control all the way back so you can hear the range of what it does in each pickup position. There you go, guys. There is the Sterling by Music Man Valentine. This is a fantastic instrument. It's hard to believe that this is less than £1,000. It plays like a dream. And recently I've actually done a couple of other demos for Sterling. I did the Mariposa, which is the Omar Rodriguez Lopez signature model, and the Steve Lukather Luke model. And out of the three, this is a standout favorite for me. They're all fantastic instruments, but I really, really have taken a shine to this thing. I always wanted to try one of these, and I knew I was gonna like it, but I didn't think I was gonna like it this much. So yeah, this is a fantastic instrument. I'm gonna be very sad to see this go back to Sterling next week. What a cool guitar. It's worth noting that you may have heard a little bit of crackling as I was moving the pickup switch and, you know, adjusting the boost on and off in the volume pot. That's because this is a demo model. This has been around a bunch of other people for videos, so it's, you know, it's seen some mileage so far. So obviously if you buy one of these from the shop, it's not going to have a crackly switch. That's just the nature of a guitar that gets sent around to a bunch of people. This one has been road worn, let's say. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Let me know down below in the comments what you thought of the Valentine. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this guitar. And while you're down there leaving a comment, don't forget to hit the the like and the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys very soon. Thanks for watching.